And now, the proud bearers of what could possibly be the largest Yu-Gi-Oh deck ever played in any tournament in history, these Chads with a 2,222 card Yu-Gi-Oh deck. God damn. And they did it to prove a point. They wanted to demonstrate why the game needed a deck size limit. To be honest, this one really drives the point home. And it actually frickin' worked because there's now a deck limit. Hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here, and welcome to r / JustNeckbeardThings part 47. Let's get started. Girls out there who are in the mood for some good times, please DM me. 2 voted sure, 1 said no maybe later, and 10 voted F off. Now I want to know, who are the 2 who said sure? This next one was posted on Unpopular Opinion. 2D people are better than 3D people. Well, considering this was posted by username No3D Girls, this might be some sort of satire or troll account, but we'll see. I watch a lot of anime dating shows. I've noticed that 2D people have a writing team and are funnier. 2D people have interesting stories while 3D people sit around on social media. 2D people do not have obscene expectations for height, wealth, etc. I completely love 2D people and generally dislike 3D people. Example, my biological family are very hateful, bigoted people, but my 2D family, example the NPCs in video games, they're loyal comrades and good people. Well, if they're loyal comrades, then go ahead and listen to the Soviet anthem while watching anime. For the rest of us, we'll just move on. Underage girl when the sweaty guy in a hentai t-shirt starts staring at her. Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared. Oh god, a lot of neckbeards can be super creepy. This next one's titled The New Incel Class on Cyberpunk 2077 has its samurai. Can you guess what build I will go with in Cyberpunk 2077 based on these images? I love katanas, I have a growing collection in real life, and I love fedora and leather jackets. The watch is a Tesla watch I got from GameStop. Just call me Samurai. Now I see this person is rocking the classic Neckbeard class, but not so sure about the incel class. I guess that's more based on what they do in-game. For this next one, are we still going on with the Joker memes? We live in a society where being a gentleman is the worst crime known to man. And now we have a guy who wrote an entire essay about why he simps for a fictional clone of Cleopatra. All in a YouTube comment section. Cleopatra is my favorite character because she's really hot, and a hot female character is usually my favorite on most shows, movies, video games, comics, and other stuff. Looking at hot women with great bodies just makes me happy, so it's annoying that characters like that almost don't exist in Western media anymore because men enjoying attractive girls is seen as such a negative thing here these days. I also like it when the girl knows that she's hot and enjoys it and uses it to her advantage, and they show how attractive the male characters are to her instead of nobody ever mentioning how hot she is like lots of stuff does. That there is some really attractive girls in a group and the guys never mention it or react to it. And by the way, with characters like Cleopatra, it's how they make the men act that's usually supposed to be funny and not them themselves. There was characters like her all the time in the past because people used to love those kinds of women before people became so negative towards things like this in the West. And 4 other neckbeards, or probably 3 other neckbeards and himself, liked this. For this next one, I want you to imagine the fattest neckbeard typing this with his sticky fingers. Bonus points if the neckbeard hasn't showered in 3 years. That didn't take long at all. She was just discovered a couple days ago. I'm just learning about Melody. Thoughts are pissed off that they're being replaced and outperformed by a cartoon. Pathetic. If they did what they were supposed to do, they wouldn't have to worry about 2D competition. This next one is willing to wager that this man has never spoken to a foreign woman before. Compliment a foreign woman and it's accepted with gratitude. Do the same for this lot, and it's greeted with paranoid suspicion. How sad is it to be proud of being uncomfortable in your own skin? Now, what kind of compliments are you saying exactly? Are they actually compliments or creepy comments? There is a difference, you know. For this next one, has technology gone too far? We've got a phone. It can flip, but best of all, you can tip your fedora. M'lady, would you like to see my phone? We go to Twitter for this next one. Kat Dennings tweets, another fun memory is when I exited the full body scan at the airport and the TSA agent said nice. And then the Neckbeard tweets, if I could have just one wish, it would be to be you for a month, make an incredible amount of adult content, and then spend the rest of my life as me watching it. Is that too much to ask, really? And someone else replies, hey, don't be like this, it's not funny or cool, it's creepy as hell. For this next one, you know the Lord loves a good katana. A person in a cape is banging on a door yelling, this is the Lord's property or something, and trying to break in like it's the frickin' Crusades. One person possibly armed with a katana, which would look very out of place in a crusade. For this next one, is this the male equivalent of I was asking for it? I'm a male that's been harassed by 2 female classmates, ask me anything. And the Neckbeard replies, stop crying, some effers would pay for stuff like this. And the other person replies, I think I've encountered a wild nice guy in the wild. So wild he said it twice. They're rare to find, but they do exist. Unfortunately, I don't think it's that rare. This next one was told it would fit here. Look, I know Rule 34 is Rule 34, but this is creepy. Jaden's a real person. Neckbeard replies, Jaden is a real person. If she cared, then she'd do something. And OP replies, that's a yikes and a half. And for this next one, I know the cuties thing is old now, but I just heard of this guy defending the movie and holy crap. Someone comments, I'm worried what will happen to humanity thinking children are hot, absolutely disgusting. And the Neckbeard replies, we're heading in the right direction, don't delude yourself, look up historical ages of consent. And the Neckbeard is also the owner of the channel, by the way. And the reply, if the right direction is the complete destruction of happiness and morality, we certainly are headed that way. Ask Reddit, ladies of Reddit, what is the hottest thing an overweight gamer has done that made you immediately want to sleep with him or be his girlfriend? Honestly, I think this one's satire and I hope I'm right. This next one's titled, Stupid Plebs Not Appreciating the Literary Genius. What neckbeards think they sound like. May I, a woman respecting and feminist-supported male, see at least one breast from you, my queen. I do not mean to come on as an improper male, and if this request disturbs you, please let me know. You, my queen, deserve the utmost respect of any female. However, many of my gender seem to sexualize women and view them as toys. However, my queen, I do not share these views. Rather, I value the female spectrum of the human race as the superior, and I, a respectful male, request for the viewing of an isolated singular breast from your body. I await your response, my queen. And what neckbeards actually sound like. No, show me the good stuff, m'lady, you be frickin' Stacy. To be honest, I think both are pretty bad, it's just the first one has more r/I'm very smart vibes, while the second one just has more raging incel vibes. For this next one, Reaper of Noobs asks, am I neckbeard enough? Well, let's see, I see you're tipping your fedora in the proper neckbeard style, although it would be more neckbeardy if your fedora was at a place with the rest of your clothes. Also, you're looking quite clean, which is understandable if you're not comfortable with going full neckbeard, and trust me, you don't want to go full neckbeard. But other than that, I think you've got the neckbeard look down. Moving on. Somehow this guy's quote friend gives me massive neckbeard vibes. If you knock up a girl while you're vacationing in Japan, can you be subject to child support claims in the US? I have a friend who wants to travel to Japan when the whole pandemic thing is better, and he's worried what would happen if he goes there, maybe hooks up with a girl and she ends up being the mother of his child, him knocking her up and her wanting to keep it. Could he in this case be subject to child support claims when returning? And the reply, he assumes he's gonna score, lol. Yeah, seems so. Now if your friend thinks Japan is exactly how it is in anime, I don't think he has to worry about this question. This next one's titled, oh, I get it, you just want Asian Chad to come and insult you. This onion won't make me cry. Traditional culture isn't an invitation to creepily compliment women and expect them to like it. And now he's crying hysterically. And now we go back to Twitter. Guy friends who are not attracted to you are one of the greatest things in life, and they get easier to find every year. And the Neckbeard replies, "Of course it's one of the greatest things in life to a woman. You get everything you want from a man, his time, energy, and money, and you don't even have to give him what you have to offer, which is your coochie. It's a parasitic relationship." Parasitic relationships? What? These neckbeards really do think it's impossible for a woman and a man to have a genuine friendship. They think there always has to be some kind of ulterior motive. This next one's a small rant titled, "I frickin' hate neckbeards." I regularly tune into this particular video series and podcast where a group of people discuss nerd and pop culture. I'm trying to be as vague as possible, obviously. Anyway, one of the castmates are husband and wife, and I really enjoyed their show because they all had a really great dynamic and synergy. Anyway, it's been announced that the wife will no longer be involved with the production at any measure because some fans of the show frickin' doxed and stalked her because of course they did. God damn. I don't care what your frickin' hobbies are and what you do in your private time, but for God's sake, why does this crap always happen in the nerd culture? Every frickin' time whenever there's a female host or a guest, there's always a group of basement-dwelling neckbeards willing to go as far as doxing and stalking them because, well, they put question marks, but I think the answer is because they don't know how to act around women. I'm suddenly reminded of that Twitch mod that got mad because he found out the streamer was married. These neckbeards seriously need to stop. They are just completely ruining things. This next one was posted by an admin on the boys' Facebook group. "Look, today I'm in a mood of being evil as hell, so try to post something that wasn't related to the boys, I'll get you permaban. Not joking. Beware, for I have not the ban hammer, but the ban blade, which is proven to ban twice as fast as the ban hammer." And for this next one, a girl leaves a funny comment on YouTube, and then the neckbeard says, "Haha, it's so cool to see a girl who's into these kinds of sarcastic, witty things, ha ha ha, even have a hand in technology, haha. Hey, this is just a shot in the dark, but would you like to maybe chat? Haha, just thought I'd ask. Happy face." And that's a lot of ha-has. People who say haha a lot, like in this type of context, I think like to use it to lighten up the mood of a creepy situation, but ironically it just turns out you're making it sound creepier. Although for the next one, could you please take a screenshot? These letters are looking brighter than my viewers' futures. And for this last one, someone asks, "I told a woman, please excuse me, but you make me furious with lust. Is this too much?" Yes, I think it's just a tad too much. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my patrons, especially Spoonie the Rogue Benjamins and Seth Southwell. You can join in the link below, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.